Hello everyone. I am Dr. Iman Mosad, Clinical and Technical Advisor for LYRA ETK in the Middle East. In the previous video, we discussed how to design single implant case using LYRA ETK scan body. And today, I will demonstrate how to design single implant case using the innovation of the iPhysio from LYRA ETK. In the beginning, I would like to give you a brief overview about the iPhysio. iPhysio is a titanium component with zirconia coating. So, it acts as scan body, soft tissue former, shaping the prosthetic socket following the contour of the natural tooth, playing a significant role in the emergence profile creation and what we can say the crown bottom. In addition, it can be used as a part of the temporary restoration. During the scanning process, there is an important tip to keep in mind. The iPhysio has a wider side and narrower side. The wider side should always be placed toward the buccal vestibule. Here, a dot on the buccal surface of the iPhysio to help with correct placement of the iPhysio in the patient's mouth. This dot should be placed equigingival or slightly above the gingival margin, giving us adequate coronal part so the scanner can easily detect the iPhysio and ensure accurate alignment during designing the crown. Moreover, the iPhysio is available in 4 different gingival heights, giving us the flexibility to select most appropriate gingival height to achieve proper emergence profile. In addition, the iPhysio is available in 4 different shapes, selected according to the implant position, whether it is in an anterior area or premolar or posterior area. Also, we have angulated iPhysio in the cases requiring angulated abutment. And here also a color-coded try-in kit to help us select the proper gingival height of the iPhysio. And this horizontal line should be placed equigingival, and accordingly we select the proper gingival height of the iPhysio. Let's start designing single implant case using the innovation of the iPhysio. Before we begin designing process, there are 3 important information we need to know. First, which type of the iPhysio being used. As we mentioned before that we have 4 different types of the iPhysio. We have type A and B and C and D. Second, if type B or C is used, we need to identify whether it is the short version or the standard version. Third, we need to identify the gingival height. This can be determined by the color of the screw. As we mentioned before, the iPhysio system uses a color-coded captive screws, and each screw is corresponding to a specific gingival height. In this case, the captive screw is green, which indicates the gingival height 3. So now we have 3 information. The iPhysio being used is type C, and we have the information that is short version, and the gingival height is 3. So let's start the design. We have the digital libraries imported in the software. And the correct library for the iPhysio using LYRA ETK prosthetic parts is iPhysio NCI. And I will select iPhysio NCI C3S. C for type C, 3 for gingival height 3, S for short version. And here there are 3 options. On recommended aesthetic base, the software automatically provides a recommendation for the appropriate aesthetic base gingival height based on the iPhysio was used. And on other aesthetic base,
if we don't want to follow the recommendation of the software, and on custom abutment in case we need to design the crown using a custom abutment. I will select unrecommended study base. Here we'll have two options, study base gingival height 3, single or bridge. I will select single as it's single crown. And here, an important tip I want to share. The reference point always on the wider side on the top of the iPhysio. So let's start alignment, and always we need to go closer to the reference point. And then check the alignment. And then proceed.
After the implant alignment step, we can now move forward to the next step, drawing the emergence profile. As you can see here, the scan markers is removed from the scan. However, we can still draw the emergence profile following the exact shape of the iPhysio, which represents the soft tissue profile will be achieved after removing the iPhysio from the patient's mouth. So let's start drawing the emergence profile. I prefer to draw the emergence profile carefully and slowly, following the exact shape of the iPhysio. Then go to the selection of the tooth library and tooth placement step. We can do this step very fast. The most important thing here, we need to show the scan marker and that check that buccolingual is suitable for the size of the iPhysio, like we can see here. And we can check the distance. Now pausing. You can adjust this later on in the free-forming step. Then comes the most significant step, designing the crown bottom following the shape of the iPhysio. First, remove the scans to check the continuity of the emergence profile following the iPhysio. The step needs more time, so please take your time in this step. And then Bring the scan back to identify the depth of the crown base margin. I prefer to place it slightly subgingival or below the gingival margin in the scan. Also show the scan marker to check the continuity of the emergence profile following the shape of the iPhysio. So after I check the continuity of the emergence profile following the iPhysio and also the depth of the crown base, I will switch to expert mode and I will select freeform emergence profile. I will bring back the scan marker and I will use the brush carefully to sculpt the crown base following the shape of the iPhysio. Take your time in this step. We need to follow the design and the shape of the iPhysio as much as we can. As we said, we need to take our time in this step. As we can see here, we exactly following the base of the iPhysio during designing the crown base. And the good thing here that the soft tissue in the patient's mouth is already conditioned to receive this profile without any pressure from the soft tissue on the crown base. Avoiding the screw loosening comes from the soft tissue relapse happens in the first week of the crown insertion if the soft tissue is not prepared beforehand. So after we finish the crown bottom designing, we'll proceed with free-forming the crown. I will go very quickly in this step. Nothing new to show. I just adjust the occlusal contact and the proximal contact as well. Also this step we need to take our time. And check the pressure on the soft tissue, check the contact. Here to check that we are following the design of the iPhysio, exact profile, exact shape of the iPhysio. Then proceed to the next step, screw channel, and this is the final design of our crown. Today, we demonstrated how to design single implant case using the innovation of the iPhysio. Thank you and see you in the next video.